Charanam Sharanam Gachami. My name is Shraddha Sharma, and before we begin the class today, I'd like to welcome Paramji by doing three Paramnads. So I'd like to introduce myself. I am Shraddha Sharma, Bharti Sharmaji's elder son, and with the blessings of Paramji through the system of P3Y, many of my wishes have been fulfilled, and the wishes are something that belong to a very wide range of with wide different types of wishes, be it related to my school days, my education, my graduation, post graduation, my first job interview, my first job selection, then getting a new and better job at a good location, at a good company, at a good package, and at a good designation. Then wishes related to my married life, then related to the health of my daughter, my own health and well-being, and then related to happiness in my family, and coordination and effective communication among all members of the family, and peace and harmony within the family. So these are the various areas where I have tried P3Y in, and with the blessings of Paramji, my wishes have always been fulfilled. The process that we did just now, three Paramnads, is a part of the third P and Y. P3Y stands for three P's and one Y. The first P is Paramji, the second P is Papra. It is a set of 11 sentences which have to be spoken in a specific order to get our desires fulfilled. And the third P is Param and Y is Yog. So these two combine to form Param Yog. Now, the process that we did at the beginning of this class is Paramnad, and it is a part of Param Yog. I'll begin today's class by telling you in detail about what Param Yoga is, what are the benefits of Param Yoga, in what posture should one do Param Yoga to get the maximum benefit, and what kind of areas can Param Yoga be done for. So, Param Yoga, as I told just now, is a simple process of inhaling air and exhaling air, which has to be done in a specific posture of the body, so that when we do that process of inhaling air and exhaling air, our body's tension gets released. We become more calm and composed and more efficient, and are able to successfully focus on the task at hand. So, what the posture is that we have to follow while doing Param Yoga? The posture is, you will have to keep your backbone straight, your neck straight, your forehead straight. In the first process of Param Yoga, that is Param Swas, you will have your eyes open. In the second process of Param Yoga, that is Param Nad, you will have your eyes closed. In both the processes, you will not inhale air through your nose. You will have your lips open, teeth will remain one on top of the other, and tongue will remain as is. With open lips and teeth one on top of the other, you will take a normal amount of air. You do not have to exert any pressure on your lungs. Normal amount of air that you breathe in your day-to-day life. That is what you have to breathe, take in through your mouth. Once you have taken a normal amount of air, you will close your lips, you will remove your teeth from one on top of the other, and exhale through the nose. In Paramswas, you will have your eyes open, and while exhaling through your nose, you will not make any sound. In Paramnad, you will have your eyes closed, and while exhaling air, you will make a humming sound. I'll show you one more of how what a Paramswas is and what a Paramnad is. First, I'll show you what Paramswas is. So right now, what I did was I had my eyes open, my backbone was straight, my neck was straight, my forehead was straight. I did not take in air through my nose. I had my lips open, teeth were one on top of the other, and tongue was as is. I took a normal amount of air. I closed my lips, removed my teeth from one on top of the other, exhaled through my nose. This is a simple process which has to be done at least thrice and a maximum of 10 times in one sitting. This process of the cycle of taking in air and breathing it out through your nose is one cycle. It is one round, and in a sitting, a minimum of 3 paramswas or a maximum of 10 paramswas are to be done. Now I'll show you how a paramnad is done. So the posture of my body was the same as Paramswas. The only differences here were that I had my eyes closed, and while making a humming sound, I breathed out the air from my nose. So these were the only two differences. To gain maximum benefit from the process of Paramnad, what one should try doing is every time when you are doing Paramnad, try to take in the maximum air that you can so that the duration of the humming sound that you make is the longest, and try to make that humming sound in the highest possible pitch that you can. That way is when you feel that buzz happening in your head, in your scalp, so it'll help you actually forget all your tensions. It'll may help you make more calm, help you feel calm, and all the tensions that you feel before doing paramnad, after doing it you will feel more relaxed. So these are the benefits of doing paramnad. Now, why are there two processes of param yog, param swas and paramnad? So param swas is a simple process that can be done wherein somebody is in need of immediate relief from tension, stress, anxiety, and unfortunately is either surrounded by such people who do not know what P3Y is, or is at a that person is at a place where he or she would not like to draw unnecessary attention. Whereas Paramnath, since you will be closing your eyes and you will be making a humming sound, Paramnath cannot be done in a group of people where who do not know what P3Y is, unless you are actually open to the idea of answering their queries when they see you do Paramnad in front of them. If you are okay answering their questions, and that ways you can do your prachar as well. You can tell those people why are you doing this Paramnad and what are the benefits that you are getting from doing this Paramnad. So if you are open to that idea, great, you can do Paramnad in front of people who do not know what Vidreva is. Or else Paramnad has to be done in a separate place wherein there is no uh, disturbance of any kind, so that you get the maximum benefit of this simple process of taking in air and breathing it out. So these are the two parts to Paramnath. Now let's move on to P2, Papra, the second part of the system of P3Y created by Paramji. Paramji is no Guru Swami Maharaj Bhagwan. just so that people from different religious backgrounds, different economic backgrounds, different social backgrounds can come and get associated, and in spite of putting in all their efforts, if there is any problem or any wish or any desire that they would like to get fulfilled, they can do P3Y. Which is why in the process of P3Y, no vrat, upvas, puja, path, bhajan, kirtan, havan, fasting, nothing of this sort is required for anything and everything. Be it something related to you feeling happy about your good bonding with your father on Father's Day, or be it something that you are feeling good about on your good relationship with your mother on Mother's Day, or some problem that you are facing back home, some financial problem that you are dealing with, some professional problem that you are dealing with, or some health related problem that you are dealing with, or any other kind of problem that or desire that you have. For that, all you need to do is proper. And the P2 part, which I'll be telling you about in detail now. So Paramji created this simple system so that people can leave behind their religious beliefs. They can continue to believe in them. They can continue to believe in their gurus, swamis, maharaj, whoever they are a follower of. And in spite of doing that, and in spite of putting in all their efforts for their desires that they have not been able to get the desired outcomes, they can do P3Y and get that wish fulfilled. This is why Paramji created the simple scientific process of P3Y. Now I'll tell you about P2 part, which is Papra. Now, Papra is a simple set of 11 sentences. These sentences have to be spoken in the same order that I'll be telling you right now. And the sentences that I'll be speaking, these have no interpretation. There is no meaning of these sentences. And the order of these sentences cannot be jumbled. These sentences have to be spoken in the same manner, in the same pronunciation, across the world, whatever language you speak in. What these sentences are, I'll tell you those now. The first is Parmam Sharanam Gachami, Hansam Sharanam Gachami, Advaitam Sharanam Gachami, Anandam Sharanam Gachami, Charanam Sharanam Gachami. हे परम जी, मुझ पर कृपा करो, सिर झुकाकर परम जी को नमस्कार करता हूँ. Once you say these 8 sentences, then you need to bow down and welcome Paramji. By doing this, you will have established a virtual connection with Paramji. And now, what you need to do is, in the ninth sentence, you need to speak your desire, whatever that desire is. I have given you an example at the beginning of the class, an example of the areas, the fields that I have done P3Y in. And there are various other areas where till date I did not feel the need to do P3Y in, but you can definitely go ahead and try it for yourself if you feel the need to. Whatever desire you have to speak that in the ninth sentence. Once you speak that in the ninth sentence, then you move on to the 10th and the 11th sentence. The 10th sentence is, as soon as my desire is fulfilled in Pakar, I will pay 1 rupee to Paramji. The 11th sentence is, as soon as my desire is fulfilled in Pakar, I will tell about the system of P3Y to one new person. Now, the amount that you commit to pay to Paramji in the 10th sentence and the number of people who you commit to tell in the 11th sentence, these numbers will change depending on the type of desire you speak in the ninth sentence. The bigger the desire is, more important it is for you, the higher should be the commitments you make in the ninth and the sorry in the 10th and the 11th sentences. So if for example if it is a student who has a stomach ache, now student in the ninth sentence can seek Paramji's blessings in a glass of water and say, Paramji, empower this water so that the stomach ache that I currently have gets resolved, it goes away, I feel healthy and I'm able to concentrate on my studies or relax. So once you say these in the ninth sentence, then since the source of income for a student is just the pocket money he or she gets, which in most cases is not a very big amount. So, students, for every desire, they need not commit a very high amount. Probably like 5 rupees is what they can commit in that desire, and maybe one new person is what they can commit to tell in the 11th sentence. Post that, they can drink that water, and in some time they will feel relief from the pain that they were having. But if somebody is buying a property and the value of that property is in crores or maybe even lakhs, and you are going to get the registry done for that, just so that the entire registry process goes problem free and it goes out smoothly and you get free well in time, then there is no cheating with you. So even for a desire that big, if you speak that desire in the ninth sentence and in the 10th and the 11th sentences, if you commit to pay 5 rupees to Paramji and commit to tell to one new person about the system of P3Y, the commitments that you are making in the 10th and the 11th sentences will not be in sync with the desire you are speaking in the ninth sentence. So, the point that I'm trying to convey here is that the commitments that you are making in the 10th and the 11th sentences have to be in proportion to the desire that you are speaking in the ninth sentence. If somebody has lent some money to a ABC person, and now if you are asking your money back and the person ABC who you lent the money to in the first place is not meeting the timeline or the deadline that you have given, or is not giving you the complete payment and is asking you to repeatedly extend the timeline, so in such a problem, if that person does P3Y, who the person who had lent money, if that person does P3Y, so if it is 100 rupees that that person had lent out in the first place, so for that person, if nothing is being recovered, the entire sum of 100 rupees is bad debts. And if what the person feels is that the chances of recovery are getting slimmer day by day, and the person who has to give that money back is creating more problems, so the chances of that entire sum of 100 rupees turning into absolutely and total bad debts are increasing with every passing day. To recover those bad debts, to make those bad debts into debts that can be recovered and into successful recovery, what you need to do is try to commit a higher portion of the money that you will be recovering. Post doing P3Y, the money that you will be recovering, try to commit a higher portion of that. For you, it is 100% bad debt. What if, for example, if you commit to Paramji, that Paramji, if this entire sum of 100 rupees is recovered, 50% of my recovered amount is what I'll be giving to you as pakar. Then there still will be a chance of you getting 50% of the bad debts recovered. Till the moment either you are not doing P3Y or not making the appropriate commitments in the 10th and the 11th sentences, that sum is 100% bad debts for you. So something is always better than nothing. Some part of bad debts recovered is always better than nothing of debts. So this is the judgment that you yourself will have to make. Nobody will be telling you that this is the proportion that you should be committing here for this desire. This is the sum that you should commit to pay to Paramji in this desire. All guidance that you will get from Bhartima here is how to speak your desire in the ninth sentence. What all things should you say in the ninth sentence so that in total and absolute clarity you are able to speak your desire and Paramji grants you those wishes. So, how and in what manner, in what way should you speak your desire is the guidance that you'll be getting from Bhartima. But you yourself will be the judge, just so that later on, someday, when your desire gets fulfilled, and then your mind starts telling you that, hey, out of this 100 crore rupees that was bad debts, if now I were to pay 50 crores, so it is a loss of 50 crores now. Then it is your own mind who will start telling you to look at things in that manner, which is why it is you who will have to decide what should be the commitments. If in the first round, if you feel after speaking your desire in the 11 sentences of Papra, if the desire is not fulfilled, or maybe the outcome that you wanted is not something that you have got, that you have achieved in entirety, then you can always try to speak the same desire with higher commitments in the 10th and the 11th sentences. That ways you will be able to ensure better outcomes for the desires that you speak in the 11 sentences of Papra. So these are the three parts of the system of P3Y which I have told you about in detail right now. Now I'll be stepping aside and Kritika Sharma ji will be taking over. She will tell you about the benefits of seeking Paramji's blessings, Paramji's powers in water and in food, so that the health and well-being of the members of your family, it increases, the peace and harmony among your family members increases, any negativity from your house that goes away. So these are the different kind of benefits that Kritika ji will be telling you about now. So I'll step aside. Thank you. Charanam Charanam Gachami.
शरणम शरणम गच्छामि। तो अभी हमने पीथीवाई के बारे में सीखा कि परम जी क्या है, परम जी का P2 पप्र किस प्रकार करना चाहिए ताकि हमें हमारी इच्छाओं की पूर्ति हो, और परम योग के बारे में हमने श्रेष्ठ शर्मा जी से अभी सीखा। तो चलिए सर्वप्रथम परम जी का स्वागत तो हम कर चुके हैं, एक बार फिर से 3 परमनाद करेंगे और आज की क्लास का लाभ लेने के लिए P2 पप्र अर्थात परम प्रयोग का यही 11 वाक्य करके अपनी इच्छा परम जी को बोलेंगे। तो चलिए 3 परमनाद जी सभी एक साथ शुरू करते हैं, शुरू करें। हम्म। 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 बोलिए परमं शरणं गच्छामि, हंसं शरणं गच्छामि, अद्वैतं शरणं गच्छामि, आनंदं शरणं गच्छामि, चरणं शरणं गच्छामि। हे परम जी, मुझ पर कृपा करो, सिर झुकाकर परम जी को नमस्कार करती हूँ। नमस्कार परम जी। परम जी, आज की इस P3Y क्लास में मेरी विशेष इच्छा है। अब जिसकी जो भी इच्छा है मन ही मन बोल दें। इच्छा पूर्ति तक नियमित रूप से परम योग करने से मेरा मनोबल धैर्य बना रहे। सभी सावधानियां रखते हुए कोरोना वायरस से, मौसम संबंधी बीमारियों से सुरक्षा बनी रहे। सभी प्रकार की शारीरिक, मानसिक कष्ट परेशानियों से मेरी, मेरे परिवार की सुरक्षा करें। मुझ में, मेरे परिवार में पहले से अधिक सुख शांति, धन समृद्धि, स्वास्थ्य निरोगिता, सुरक्षा, संपन्नता व बरकत बढ़ जाए। परिवार के सभी सदस्य एक दूसरे के प्रति अधिकतम अनुकूल रहें। लड़ाई झगड़ा, गलतफहमी, मतभेद ना हो। सभी सदस्य अधिकतम शांत, स्वस्थ, निरोग, दीर्घायु रहें। यह सप्ताह मेरे लिए, मेरे परिवार के लिए, मेरे काम के लिए, व्यापार नौकरी के लिए खूब सुखकारी, लाभकारी, आनंदमयी रहे। मेरी यह इच्छा पूर्ण करें। इच्छा पूर्ण होते ही पकड़ में अब मन ही मन रुपया परम जी को बोलिए। परम जी को दूंगी 1 लीटर जल, परम जी को चढ़ाऊंगा 1 फूल, परम जी को चढ़ाऊंगी, चढ़ाऊंगा। इच्छा पूर्ण होते ही पकड़ में 2 नए व्यक्तियों को किसी भी माध्यम से P3Y सिखाऊंगी। शरणम शरणम गच्छामि। तो अभी हमने किया, परम जी से अपनी इच्छा बोली और परम जी से मांगा और अपनी इच्छा अनुसार पकड़ राशि और प्रचार संख्या हमने बोली। तो प्रचार संख्या में हमने 2 नए व्यक्ति बोले। तो आपकी इच्छा यदि बड़ी है और काम आपके लिए महत्वपूर्ण है और आप चाहते हैं कि इच्छा जल्द पूर्ण हो, तो उसके लिए आपको चाहिए कि आप प्रचार संख्या भी बढ़ा सकते हैं, जिससे आपका काम जल्द बने, सुखकारी तरीके से बने। तो चलिए अब क्लास में अगला लाभ लेंगे, जल भोज भेंट के द्वारा। तो जो भी आप अर्पण करना चाहते हैं परम जी को, ले लीजिए। जल भोज भेंट, हाथ लगा दीजिए या फिर देखते रहें। क्षणम शरणम गच्छामि। जल और भोज भेंट अर्पण हुआ। अब इसका प्रयोग स्वयं भी करेंगे और परिवार के अन्य सदस्यों को भी कराएंगे, और अधिकतम शांत स्वस्थ निरोग हम भी रहेंगे और परिवार के सभी सदस्यों को भी ये लाभ दिलाएंगे। तो क्लास में आप जानते हैं अगला लाभ होता है प्रार्थना के द्वारा। तो आज की क्लास में प्रार्थना है। जयंत नारायण साहब जी लिखते हैं, परम जी आपसे हमारी प्रार्थना है आपकी कृपा और आशीर्वाद हमारे परिवार पर बनाए रखना। नितिन भाई के पास पैसा लेना है और नीलेश भाई के साथ पार्टनरशिप हो जाए, ऐसा प्रार्थना। ज्योति जी लिखती हैं, मेरे बेटे पृथ्वीराज सिंह गुज्जर और प्रांजल गुज्जर को सद्बुद्धि आए, वे शांत स्वभाव के बने, उनका पढ़ाई में खूब मन लगे, बड़ों का आदर करें, यह प्रार्थना। तो आप उनको अर्पण विधि भोजन अर्पण करके भी खिलाएं, तो उससे भी आपकी ये इच्छा जरूर पूर्ण होगी। तो अर्पण विधि का नियमित रूप से प्रयोग करें। डिम्पू राणा लिखती हैं, मेरे पेट का इन्फेक्शन जल्दी ठीक हो जाए और मेरे बच्चे सुबह शुभ और सूर्य के मन पढ़ाई में लगे, बुरी संगत में ना पड़े, मेरे भाई का पेट का प्रॉब्लम जल्दी ठीक हो जाए और गवर्नमेंट जॉब लग जाए, उसके लिए प्रार्थना। गौतम पांडे बिजनेस के लिए प्रार्थना। नीरू शर्मा परम जी के लिए फादर्स डे के लिए पर प्रार्थना। सोनम बंसल के काम जल्द बने उसके लिए प्रार्थना। सुमित बंसल के मानसिक स्वास्थ्य के लिए प्रार्थना। ईश्वर दास बंसल की अच्छी हेल्थ के लिए प्रार्थना। प्रोमिला कुमारी की अच्छी हेल्थ के लिए प्रार्थना। आदर्श राज, आयुष राज, आदित्य राज रोग निवारण के लिए प्रार्थना। मेरी इच्छा है कि मेरा एंट्रेंस एग्जाम एग्जाम निकल जाए। और प्रीति राय जी। इसके अलावा प्रार्थना है। तो चलिए लगभग सभी प्रार्थना मैंने पढ़ दी है। यदि किसी का प्रार्थना रह गया हो तो आप मन ही मन स्मरण करें, और मैं सभी प्रार्थना परम जी को अर्पण कर रही हूँ। परम जी, जिन्होंने जिस भी इच्छा से प्रार्थना कराई, सभी की इच्छा पूर्ण हो, संकट समस्या दूर हो, सभी का स्वास्थ्य बढ़े, सद्बुद्धि बढ़े, मेरी ये इच्छा पूर्ण करें। शरणम शरणम गच्छामि। तो प्रार्थना हमने परम जी को अर्पण कर दिया है, और अब आगे का लाभ लेंगे सुरक्षा जल के द्वारा। तो आप सभी जानते हैं, इस सुरक्षा जल को घर में छिड़कने से या जहाँ पर भी जिस भी स्थान पर हम चाहते हैं पॉजिटिविटी बढ़े, सकारात्मक ऊर्जा का संचार हो, परम जी की दिव्य शक्ति से रुके हुए काम जल्द बने, परिवार में सुख शांति बढ़े, तो आप घर में घर पे, शॉप पे, दुकान पे, हर जगह इस जल का प्रयोग कर सकते हैं। और आवश्यकता है बस नियमित रूप से इसको छिड़कने की। लगातार 1 से 3 माह तक यदि आप इस जल को छिड़कते हैं, तो आप अपने में आप ही पहले से बेटर चेंज फ़ील करते हैं। तो नियमित प्रयोग आवश्यक है। तो चलिए सुरक्षा जल लीजिए और देखते रहें। शरणम शरणम गच्छामि। सुरक्षा जल अर्पण हुआ। अब इसका प्रयोग करेंगे और पहला अनुभव स्वयं लेंगे और उसके बाद अन्य लोगों को भी ये लाइव क्लासेस अटेंड करने के लिए प्रेरित करेंगे। तो अब आपको कल की क्लास की सूचना, कल सोमवार है सुबह 11 बजे। इसी प्रकार यूट्यूब और फेसबुक पर साप्ताहिक पत्र क्लास रहेगा, जिसमें हम अपने पूरे सप्ताह को परम जी को अर्पण करेंगे और आने वाला सप्ताह खूब सुखकारी रहे, लाभकारी रहे, आनंद में रहे, ऐसा पत्र हम परम जी के साथ करेंगे और लाभ लेंगे। और शाम 7 बजे P3Y साहित्य जानकारी क्लास, जो भी पीथीवाई में अनमोल साहित्य हैं, दिव्य साहित्य हैं, उनका प्रयोग विधि और उनके होने वाले लाभ के लिए हम P3Y साहित्य जानकारी शाम 7 बजे क्लास अटेंड करेंगे। तो चलिए अब क्लास के समापन में 3 परमनाद करेंगे और परम जी को धन्यवाद करेंगे कि उन्होंने इतनी महान शक्ति हमें इतने सरल 11 वाक्य करके हमें दे दी। तो इसके लिए परम जी का धन्यवाद। तो शुरू करें 3 परमनाद। बोलिए थैंक यू परम जी। थैंक यू परम जी। थैंक यू परम जी। हे परम जी, अपनी ऐसी ही कृपा, अपना ऐसा ही आशीर्वाद भविष्य में भी मुझ पर, मेरे परिवार पर, हमारे व्यापार पर, नौकरी पर, हमारे स्वास्थ्य पर, हमारी सद्बुद्धि पर बनाए रखना। शरणम शरणम गच्छामि। तो परम जी से निवेदन, आपकी आज की रात और कल का आने वाला दिन खूब सुखकारी रहे। शरणम शरणम गच्छामि।